Welcome to Boxing on the Record with Randy. First of all, like, comment, share, most importantly, subscribe. It helps out the channel, help us to get where we're trying to go so that we can start doing some live shows. We'll probably still be doing some live shows uh, before we get to 1,000, but um, because I want to hear from y'all, I want to make sure you really put your statement on the record, really tell me how you feel about the conversation at hand. But right now, I'll be talking about the state of boxing for this year. Um, Talking about the major fights. I'm not really talking about the up and comers because the up and comers seem to be in the class they own. The up and comers seem to be shining like bright stars right now. What I mean by that is the up and comers will fight whoever they have to fight, whenever they have to fight them. They don't care if it's short notice or what. But it seemed like to me, the more money start being passed out, the more these fighters begin to act like divas. They begin to act like um, they don't have to fight anybody anymore. But you must realize you're in the fight game. This is what you're here for. Same thing got you here. It's supposed to be the same thing that keep you here. But we've got so spoiled and relaxed nowadays till it don't really matter about the same thing that got them here. Is to keep them here. We so enamored about our um, main fighter or the fighter that we rally behind or our favorite fighter until we don't care who they fight as long as they get a knockout or as long as they get a win. We care nothing about the quality anymore. Um, I've been watching boxing, man, I know over 40 years. I'm 52 years old now, and I've been watching boxing since I was about 9, and I've always been fascinated with the sport. Um, do I know everything about it? No. Do I know everybody in the sport? No. But that don't stop me from loving the sport. That don't stop me from following the sport. Just because you know everything about something, or just because uh, 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 you know everybody in it, doesn't make you a bigger fan than somebody that's passionate about it. But anyway, I'm talking about mixed matches today. I'm talking about upsets. I'm talking about last year we had a upset with Errol Spence. We had an upset, uh, so-called upset, because some people said that Errol was going to win. Some people said Crawford was going to win. Some people said they didn't know because the fight was so close, but nobody expected the fight to go that way. The way it went with Terrence winning by a landslide, he really put on a dominant performance that night. Um, but then we all take it and run with it after it happened because hindsight is 2020. You know, everybody I knew that was gonna happen, but if you'd have knew that was gonna happen, you'd have told me that beforehand. So you can keep that, as they say, save the drama for your mom. Um, uh, so some call it the upset. It is what it is. I think after I heard Bomac say they've been watching it for 5 years, I was like, well, ain't no way he could have possibly won. Don't really think he's gonna win in a rematch. Deontay Wilder, nobody expected him to lose that fight. We thought he was gonna pull it off, but I don't know what he was doing. I think he might have been working on something, but I think it's a little bit too late in the game for him, age wise, to be working on something because we all know this is a young man's sport. And with that being said, the young guys coming along trying to throw you off your throne. Um, uh, this year we're looking at mixed matches. Like I said, I'm not talking about the up and comers because, like I said, they'll fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. I'm talking about the bigger names in boxing. We're talking about Rolly and Pitbull. Rolly, my guy. Everybody knows Rolly's my guy. I know he can't beat himself out of what paper bag, but he's still my guy. I like him. I like his sportsmanship, not sportsmanship. I like his salesmanship. I just like Rolly. Um, but I don't think Rolly is built for a fighter like Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz is that type of fighter that's gonna stay in Rolly face all night, gonna stay on him and gonna punch all night long. I don't think Rolly have the kind of defense. I don't even think Rolly have the kind of fighting abilities to keep someone like Pitbull off of him. So if he can't keep Pitbull off of him, I don't know what he's gonna do for 12 rounds. It's a possibility he might get knocked out again in this fight. I'm not good at predicting rounds. I'm not good at predicting knockouts, but I could possibly see Rolly get knocked out in this fight. And to me, that's a mismatch. We all know that Pitbull is going to win this fight. Uh, Keith Thurman, Tim Tszyu. We all know Tim Tszyu going to win the fight because Keith Thurman been inactive and he didn't look good in his last performance. I mean, and then people, like I say, they would say, as long as Keith get in the bag, he haven't been in the ring in a while, let him make his money. But then we have our picks and chooses. If we're gonna talk about somebody getting the bag and let them make their money, why don't we accept the fact that when Jermell Charlo went in the ring with Canelo and he felt his power, he realized that he couldn't win. There was nothing he could do with Canelo. All fights look easy when you're standing on the outside looking in. We all as fight fans say certain fights that we say we could have beat the fighter, but when you get in that ring with that fighter, it's a whole different story. So I'm not big on that. Um, we're talking about, like I said, we're talking about mixed matches. We're talking about the best fights for this year, but they seem like they mixed matches. Are the promoters, the matchmakers, and the people that put on these events, are they bamboozling us this year? Are they hoodwinking us this year? Are we going to get fights that are mixed match this year? I don't know. We're potentially going to get a fight with Jamal Charlo and Canelo Alvarez. And I made a video about that. If you ain't seen it, go check it out. I'll take the weakest link. Um, Canelo Alvarez is cherry picking again. Nobody seemed to care. We know good and well Maul don't have no business in the ring with Canelo Alvarez at this stage in his career. He haven't been active in over 2 years, and he still didn't look good in his last performance. I don't see Jamal pulling that off. Everybody excited about Terence Crawford fighting because he just came off a tremendous win with Errol Spence. But we have to face it, Terence Crawford is not big enough to fight Canelo. We have weight classes for a reason. That's another mismatch if it happens. Can Terence Crawford outbox Canelo? Absolutely. But can Terence Crawford tote those punches around all night from Canelo Alvarez? Absolutely not. And if he get caught, it's gonna be ugly for him. And Terence Crawford, the kind of guy that if you catch him, he want to catch you back. And then if it turns into a war, he definitely gonna lose. So Canelo a little too crafty and a little too smart for Terence Crawford to think he gonna get in there and pull another Floyd Mayweather upset over Canelo. Matchmakers and promoters already know who these fighters can beat and can't beat. And if they trying to match Canelo up with Jamal Charlo and Terence Crawford, it's almost a guaranteed win for him. I know I've ran it long enough. Now tell me how y'all feel about it. Like, comment, share, most of all subscribe. But leave me a comment. I want to hear what y'all have to say about it because that's the way I communicate with you until we start going live. We'll definitely probably start going live probably on Sunday after the Super Bowl. Haven't really decided yet. We haven't got together. We've been talking it over, but we're looking at Sunday, the Sunday after the Super Bowl, not Sunday night Super Bowl, but after the Super Bowl. But I'm out of here like last year.